Hey everybody, Michael here from GetFitOver40.com, and this is the 6 weeks out update video for the Vancouver Fall Classic that I'm hoping to compete in on November 12th here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. And I've been doing a little bit of a series, sort of a lead up to it. We're 6 weeks out, not quite. It's Wednesday, Saturday. This Saturday will be 6 weeks out, so we're getting there. And I just wanted to kind of go over what's been going on, what I've changed, things like that. You'll notice I'm a little stuffed up. My son brought home a cold last week and gave it to everybody. Thank you very much. So it hasn't really affected me too much. I'm just really congested, really. No real body aches, no real sore throat, no headaches. Not even that much tiredness at all. I would say more than normal. It's hard to know because I'm in a bit of a calorie deficit, and you tend to be kind of tired anyways when you're like that. But that's why I'm a little nasally. I'm feeling fine. It's not COVID. There's a lot of other stuff going on out there, so I think we can kind of put COVID on the back burner now and just say that people get sick still, right? All right, so what's been going on here? So I was going to do a posing video earlier on because I think the last one I did was 10 weeks out, and it's been a bit of a time. I like to try and do them every 2 weeks. I will be doing a actual posing video kind of around over the weekend. I'm not sure exactly what day. I'm going to be really busy on the weekend, Saturday and probably Sunday, but maybe I'll get that posing video done on Friday because it's pretty close to 6 weeks out, or Monday, but I'll have it for you either way fairly soon. And that's just going to be posing. I'm not really going to talk much about the update side of things because that's what this video is for. So it's kind of like two different videos. One is the update information. One is the posing. What do I look like? Okay. So stay posted for that. There's aren't going to be any posing in this one. So if you're only interested in that, you can click away right now. All right. So what's been going on? I did want to do a posing video at around the 8-week time, but I just felt like nothing was really happening, nothing there significantly to show you. It's really hard to tell week to week, sometimes even every 2 weeks. Even when you're losing a few pounds of fat, it's hard to tell the difference. A couple, 2 to 3 pounds doesn't always look that significant. Depending on how you're holding it, where you're holding it, you know, it really depends. So I didn't feel like there was much to show you guys. So I thought I'd wait a little bit longer and do the 6-week out one because I think, well, I'm hoping there's going to be some significant visual changes to show you guys that I can, you know, from 10 weeks out to 6 weeks out. Because even the 3-month out, which was about 2 weeks before the 10-month or the 10-week out, I almost felt like I looked sharper in that video than 10. So 2 weeks later, I looked softer. And that can be water. That can be a lot of things. You know, I wasn't really watching my diet super crucially, you know, or that much. I think I even remember saying something about eating a lot of salt and stuff the day before, having a bit of a cheat meal. So that can play into how you look for sure. It's not like I was stepping on a stage. It's just a posing video just to give you some updates. So anyways, because of that, I've been pushing it a little bit harder than I was expecting to. I believe at this point in time, I was probably going to be hitting around 2,500 calories a day was the goal. I just felt like I needed to push a little harder. It felt like things just weren't happening as quickly as I wanted them to. You know, getting older, body doesn't respond as quickly as it used to 5, 6, 7 years ago. You know, when I was in my mid-40s, things responded a lot quicker. I'm doing all the work. I'm doing the walking. I'm doing the training. I'm watching my calories. But I decided to take it down to 2,000 calories a day. And I've been doing that for almost 4 weeks now. Not exactly, but like, especially the last 2 weeks, it's been really, really close to the 2,000. Like I'm pretty much hitting those even on the weekends. So I'm keeping a calorie deficit on the weekends. The first couple of weeks when I started the 2,000 calories, I was eating a bit more on the weekends. Now I'm just trying to get to a place at 6 weeks out where I know I've done a lot of the hard part, you know, in terms of putting muscle on, in terms of getting fairly lean, where the 6 weeks getting to the, you know, the final leanness over 6 weeks won't be so challenging. I just felt like I wasn't there, you know, at basically 10 weeks out. So I felt like I was a little behind. So that's why I wanted to be a little more aggressive. I wasn't planning on going down to 2,000 calories till, you know, essentially a little closer in, but we're here. We're where we are. If I need to, if I'm getting a little too lean and finding I'm low in energy, at least I have the option of bringing a little bit of food back in for a week or two and then dieting hard again. And when you do that, the benefit to that is if you bring some food back in for a week, up your calories a little bit, it does help to speed up your metabolism, kind of resets it a little bit. Your body isn't in survival mode as much. So when you do drop the calories, you will respond better. Your metabolism won't be as damaged because you've given it a little bit of a break to recover. So that's kind of what I'm hoping to do. 6 weeks out, I don't know. We're going to take a look at the video. I'll look at the video. I'll decide, do I want to stay at 2,000 calories? Probably will. I'll probably stay at the 2,000 calorie point till 4 weeks out. And then I'll take a look again. So we're looking at 2.5 weeks from now. I'll see how I'm feeling, how I'm looking. I do see some changes happening. I do feel the weight coming off. The scale is dropping a little bit better now. It was sort of staying put for a while there, not moving too much, which is kind of okay if you're losing fat, you know, and your weight is still staying the same. You can put muscle on in a cut as long as your calories aren't too crazy low. And I was there for a while. Am I putting muscle on now? Probably not because of the extremeness of the cut. But I'm hoping to at least be maintaining the muscle that I have over the next little while. And, you know, over the 4 weeks out, I might bring the calories up even. If I can get away with a week or, you know, even two of going back up to 2,500, depending on how I look 4 weeks out, then I'll do that because that'll mean the last 2 weeks I can really push it hard. You know, get it down to 1,500 calories for those last 2 weeks, really push it hard. It will be, you know, that'll be the battle. That'll be the time when you expect to not feel great. And, you know, it's just a matter of basically getting that last bit of fat off, trying to retain as much muscle as possible leading into the show. So, you know, I think we're in a good place. I feel pretty good. Energy's been a little bit up and down. Some of it might be from the cold, but overall, energy's been good. Making it through the day, definitely some lulls in energy at times, but it's to be expected when you're not eating very much. And to give you an idea of kind of what the calories are, 2,000 calories, trying to hit about 200 grams of protein. I don't always hit that. Sometimes it's 150. You know, I do eat a little more fats than other people do. So, you know, not a lot of carbs, but when you load in some fats, it brings your protein down a bit. That'll change when I get closer to the show. I'll be putting more protein into me and less fats that last month. But for now, I like having a little bit of fats. It satiates me. It doesn't make me so hunger driven, right? So I feel pretty good. I actually haven't been that hungry. In terms of the 2,000 calories in hunger, I've been actually really good because over the first part of the day, I eat very little, and I'm okay with that. I don't think about it. My body and my mind has just grown accustomed to not eating much the first part of the day, so it doesn't really ask for it. It just says, okay, we're not expecting much food. It doesn't think about it, doesn't ask for it until about dinner time. Then it starts getting, hey, let's eat now, and then, you know, I have a moderate dinner and then a moderate snack, and I can get those 2,000 calories in just fine without going to bed feeling fine, not going to bed hungry at all. So that's awesome. I hate going to bed hungry. In terms of exercise, I'm getting in about 5 to 6 miles of walking a day. I usually hit about almost 3.5 miles in the morning when I go out for my morning breakfast, which is breakfast. I'll just kind of run it down just a basic sort of what a dinner, what a meal would be like. So breakfast is 2 eggs with a little bit of cheese. I get it at A&W and a coffee black. I add a little bit of cream and one sugar. It's about 50 calories for the coffee. And I can't remember, the eggs are about 70 something calories. The cheese is about 50 calories. So it's not a lot of food. I walk off more calories than I eat, almost double. So, and then I kind of stretch things out. I usually try to get like a late lunch in just before I go to the gym. And it can be anything from cottage cheese to a low-fat sausage to some turkey meat to, you know, just about anything. Sometimes if I'm in a hurry, I'll just go through a drive-through and get a chicken breast and a side salad, but, you know, really go easy on the salad dressing to keep the calories low. I'm typically under 500 calories before I hit dinner. Dinner will be could be a lot of different things, some sort of protein. I try to keep it a little bit leaner because it's a little easier to keep the calories low. So I'm focusing a little more on chicken and fish, but I will have some beef. If I do have beef, I'll just have to be a little careful with it, not put too much, cheeses and other things on there because there's enough fat in it. And I'll either have something like broccoli or a salad with my dinner. My dinner is going to be usually sometimes 800 calories, but quite a bit of protein, just protein and a veggie of some sort. And then for before bed, I usually have a protein shake, and I'll add a bit of things into it because I kind of like having a tiny bit of carbs before I go to bed, not too much. So I'm gonna put a half a banana in there or something. I use some peanut butter so I get my fats up just a bit. Protein powder, maybe some frozen strawberries, but not much. That protein shake can be 350 to 400 calories. And sometimes I'll have some more cottage cheese. Sometimes that's enough, depending on how big my dinner was. If it's a little more calories, then I'll go less with my snack. But typically I'll just sort of top up in my evening snack to about 2,000 calories, and I'll go to bed. And that's kind of what the feeding is like. I'm not one of these 6 meals a day kind of guys. I don't need to do that. I don't mind the sort of intermittent fasting type idea. I do try to get a little bit of protein in or food in right around my workout, just so I can kind of feed that, get some protein in there. But my body can survive in the morning. I'm just walking around. It's just basically almost like a fasted cardio, low state cardio when you're walking. But I don't have much food in me at that point, so just burning fat, and that's kind of the goal, right? All right, I think this video has gone on long enough. What are we at? About 11 minutes. So hopefully that sort of brings you up to speed on what's going on. Very soon I'll have the posing video. I'm looking forward to that because I'm optimistically hoping that I'll see some significant changes. I'll be really disappointed if I don't. I'll be honest with you. I am seeing changes, but not as quickly in my abs. So as I get older here, and I'm 53 now, it takes a lot more to get that last bit of fat off the abs. And I don't think that's going to be gone until like the last week or so, last 2 weeks. Then I'll really start to get those, defined, crisp abs. I do have blocky abs, so I can see them even when I'm a little heavier, but I want them to really pop. I want them to really look 3D. I don't want to have any fat on them. You get older, it just takes longer to get that fat off. You got a lot of extra, not a lot, but I do have some extra skin, and there's extra skin in that area. There's extra skin under my chest, so there's this place under here that tends to hold a little bit of fat, and that's going to take a little bit to get rid of, but it will come off. I just got to put the work in. All right. That's enough for today. Thanks for watching another GetFitOver40.com video. Don't forget to subscribe. Check me out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Until next time, or until the posing video, take care.